Welcome back to the program, everyone. Let's switch gears and just get to talk Ebonyi State for a moment. Yesterday, we began a conversation here on this network with one of the commissioners, the Commissioner for Special Duties, Mr. Valentine, who was here on the program speaking about governance in Ebonyi State, spoke about the allegations of the opposition not being allowed a level playing ground. Well, we had a right of reply. Emmanuel Uwobo is a legal practitioner and former Commissioner of Agriculture and Special Projects at Ebonyi State. He's also a former Senior Special Assistant to the immediate past Governor of Ebonyi Renewal Energy. He joins us live from Abuja studios. Thank you indeed, Mr. Uwobo. You're also a PDP chieftain. So let's begin from what is really very essential to us about the states of opposition party. That's the main opposition party in Ebonyi State, the PDP. And then speak to the reports about journalists being attacked covering one of the party's meetings in Abakaliki.
Good morning. Actually, what's happened is sometimes we say in res is loquitur. There is the matter speaks for itself. Certain facts are already in the public domain. Trying to deny that journalists were not attacked was it is a corruption of itself. Journalists that went to cover a member of PDP's resigning from APC to PDP were attacked. The journalists have already spoken. They are human beings, mature people. I don't know what the state wants to cover with all this shenanigans. The truth of the matter is that they were attacked. I don't know, they should own up to the actions. They can't be behaving so primitively to believe that people are daft. Political appointees were charged, were tasked that they should not allow opposition parties to hold meeting in any local government of the state, and they see it as one of their responsibilities, and so most of them are trying to meet up with the charge. So once there is any gathering of any political party in the state, every political appointee want to show that it's in charge, and it's not necessary, because if the government have actually delivered, there have been no need for this tension. There have been no need for this cankerworm. There have been no need for this reckless action of the executive.
Mr. Uwobo.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Well, for the Commissioner of Special Duties in Ebonyi State, his argument is that violence was staged, and he has challenged you, the opposition, to produce exact videos of those who were attacked. What he says we have is just chairs being shattered. So, do you have videos and pictures to show those who allegedly committed this violence?
Nobody stages a what we call ring lights to video crime scene. Most of the armed robberies, attacks and kidnappings in Nigeria, how many of them are in the video to the public domain? What else can also be interesting to you as a journalist is that your colleagues cannot be lying, and they can't tell you that what they saw was the man that invited them, attacked them. Of what essence? The truth of the matter is that the government, their appointees, are so naive about democracy, they are so naive about leadership, they are so naive about what they owe the people, they are so naive about the constitutional rights of the citizens, they are so naive about everything, even the administrative policies. They are naive about it. And you cannot come and say that the opposition staged a protest or staged attack on themselves. It goes to tell you the type of caliber of people that are working with the government. It goes to tell you how morally sound they are. It goes to tell you how the type of advice they are giving to the governor or to the government. When you have such people around you as your political appointees, you are bound to make unforgivable mistake while you are in leadership. Most of the governors don't actually know that some of these things they are held accountable once they leave office. You cannot say that people who are kidnapped or who were attacked or who were robbed should bring the evidence of the attack as the evidence of video of the attack on them. in such a tense situation, you could as well ask people, those girls that were once kidnapped in Oyo State, to bring the video where they were kidnapped. Is it a play? Is it a concert? Is it are they staging a video recording? What happened was that in law, definitely what he needed in law to justify or prove any offense is first class witness, not hearsay. If somebody says somebody was attacked, you will still say that may be a hearsay. But the person that was attacked, he say, I know who attacked me. A government is actually sending people to come to a public domain to say that those people are not attacked. It shows how reckless they are with the truth. This states even their type of government policies. A government that cannot actually tell you why they have not commissioned any project in in almost 4 years, and add and subtract, you know that this state we've gotten up to 8 trillion naira by the end of the administration, which is about the 2 years budget of a nation, and they will not be able to tell that this is where this money is. The president has said severally, hold their governors accountable, and by the time they are trying to hold the governors accountable, they charge with violence. It's not about election, it's not about even the situation ground.
Yeah. So
yes, I'm hearing you.
We had a pushback back and forth with Mr. Valentine Okike yesterday. Well, I insisted that there was an attack. The argument then was who was doing the attack. That there was no attack, that's not true. There was an attack because journalists were attacked. Now his argument was that the PDP stage this attack or carry out this attack, if you will.
So just hold on, that is not.
Just hold on, sir. Can you just hold on, sir, so that I can ask my question? I'm saying that there was a pushback from us to say you can't come on TV and say there was no attack, because there was attack. We have interviewed journalists and we believe them. So his argument was now it wasn't the ruling party in the state that did the attack, it was the opposition that carried the attack to give the government a bad name, and then try to challenge what evidence you have, and there's this back and forth. But where I'm going to with this, there's something you said in passing I want you to expatiate and further before we go to issue of governance, and that has to do with, you said they've been instructed not to allow the opposition to gather and meet. How do you know about that?
No. It's not even a hidden issue. The political parties have been attacked, members of, especially the PDP, the phobia, that's what we call polyphobia. They already believe that because they have nothing to show the world or show the state for the huge allocation that I say must be getting to 8 trillion naira by the end of administration, they resorted to this kind of shenanigans, naivety, primitivity. And it is not what you can even say that the governor is not aware of. Most of his acolytes and lieutenants are involved in this attack. And the reason for this attack, far-fetched that I've tried to expatiate here, the reason is because after the end of these 4 years, the governor was choked, frustrated. He rounded himself up with naive appointees who could not even help him supervise projects or take administration serious. It's like children's play. And at the end of administration, the same group of people that were not able to help him administer leadership properly by the way the constitution stipulated are now going to cause mayhem on the opposition. They attacked the barrister who is a lawyer cannot come to life. Journalists were there. They were attacked. Recently they went to a chieftain of the party. They even committed a murder of a 4-year-old baby by beating up the wife of the man, and the doctors are there. People that were attacked are there. What is needed in law for proof is the testimony of the witness, of the prosecution witness, which must be transparent and seen in such a way that the person says, I know who attacked me. This denial goes to show you the man that came here was the best the state could produce to defend them. And if the best they can produce goes in such a way to deny open facts, you can now imagine those that are left at home as his appointees. This is a combination and a collection of people, ordinary who don't know about the constitution. None of them knows about administration. None of them knows about the law. Even what we call due process in a contract awards, they don't know about it. And when the moment you try to even make a suggestion, they are so naive to the point that I don't know whether they even actually know that the sun doesn't rise and set in the state. They are trying to administer the state as a part of, an entity of its own, not as a part of Nigeria. Because as soon as a leader begins to do things that is tended to maybe to commit genocide or goes against the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know where that section 40, 77, 33 of the Constitution, chapter 4 of the Constitution, stipulates that people have the right to gather, as far as you don't have anything to show that these people are gathering illegally. But if when it's one political party, the court, even the Supreme Court, you know the case of ANPP and IGP that was decided in 2007, the Supreme Court said these people deserve to meet, political party deserve to meet and deliberate on they don't even need police permit. What they need from police is protection, and it becomes illegal when a leader becomes autocratic and tyrannic to a point that he now believes that the sun rises and sets in his place. This is not the policy of Nigeria democratic process. It's not the policy of our own economic process. The man that came here lacks knowledge of what the law says about the right.
But let me come. If you can hear me,
disappointed.
Ms. Anwo, let me come.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
You raised a couple of allegations, so we'll leave it around allegations about a child and all of that. When we get that clarity, we'll be able to publish it accurately. But
I will give you evidence to that.
All right, let's talk about something you mentioned yesterday when we challenged of the. You said, according to you, so let me use your words now. You said, what may have accrued or what will eventually accrue to the administration in the last 4 years, you said it's 8 trillion. Is that what you meant?
I said estimately. I'm estimating. I didn't want to give because the administration is not. So averagely, I'm saying
averagely, how much does the administration get from FAC? Do they get up to 500 billion naira?
The administration gets a lot of money.
No. You're a lawyer. My questions are very deliberate. Okay. How much does the administration get averagely in a month? From what you know, there is no more that the state can get anything less than between 5 to 20 billion. So 5 to 20 billion from FAC, and you can multiply it.
So if you say 5,
the number of let's even assume without conceding that they get say 20 billion or even 30 billion. You multiply that
plus IGR.
IGR is way less.
Plus from the ecological fund, and though the IGR is messed up in the state, is not. You can't.
I'm going to somewhere to say that it's important we put facts around when we say things on national television. So let's even assume without conceding that in the neighborhood of say maybe 70 billion a month, which I doubt it is. I'm using your own number now. If you multiply that by the number of months that has been in government, I don't think it's going to come close to 8 trillion. So where did you get your 8 trillion from? I'm just a bit curious.
You can do the multiplication. I said when I bring it to the average of estimate that the other source of fund, including I said for the 4 years in office, check what they get in a month and multiply it by the 4 years in office.
Are you talking about
and then
this? Sorry, sir. Are you talking about this administration?
Yes, the president has told you that their money. What do you have as their estimate collection in a month? Do you have it there?
You are the one that raised.
Okay,
I wanted you to defend.
No, I raised it. I said in the neighborhood of 4 years that the state must get something close to that. I was not specific, but I said when you look at the amount that we are accruing to the state in 4 years, that you see the money that has come, that the citizens are asking for accountability, how it was expended, where are the projects, where it was put. A lot of issues are coming up, and the president said, hold your governors accountable. I'm giving them more money. There's bigger allocation. And the citizens are asking, when you see the president said, we should hold people accountable, where is the money, where is it being invested, how is it being used? The state, the infrastructure is not improving. There's nothing to show that the state is still a state. The environment is dirty and littered. The people are passing through a lot. There's no economic development in the state. The state is in total shambles and looks a shadow of the original state it used to be. So whatever money it is, even if it is 200 million for the 4 years, What is the government should be able to tell the people, this is what I'm doing. It's not just, you don't keep the people in darkness, and when they begin to say we don't have enough projects, nothing is going on in the state, you now begin to attack them because they are telling you to be accountable, and you saw the constitution to be accountable and to protect them. Now you also constitute a terror to their lives because the people that serve under you are now constituting terrorism within the population, and you can't just come to be open to debunk or caution them. You rather looks at a comfort situation, create those people begin to feel that they can act anyhow, build the constitution and build the law, because they know they'll be protected. And that's not the intent of the constitution or our law for any reason, even democratically. Even under the military government in those days, you don't just act anyhow as a sitting governor. You must be able to carry the people along. Yes.
Yeah, so we'll come back to the issue of governance. But again, that particular meeting where you said journalists were attacked and the opposition were also attacked, is the matter in courts? Have you tried to sue? The matter is with the security, and as I'm talking to you right now, is being investigated because the proper thing is that the opposition parties, not that they lack the capacity to arrange themselves and go for a prize right. But in my opinion, Nigeria as a country is passing through serious challenge. Anything done in any part of Nigeria that will induce insecurity of any nature, whether politically or not, is against our well-being. And when the president, so the matter is at the police, that's what you said.
Is now pointed at.
So it's at the police.
Yes, the matter is being investigated. It's with the police. Yes.
When did this play out?
And the police are doing thorough job.
Yes. When did this play out, and when did you report to the police? How long now?
Within 24 hours of the incident, it was reported. And I'm sure and I believe that the security agencies are on the ground and on work in relation to those attacks. The way they didn't attack just one person, they have attacked three different. So after the barrister and the home.
Yes, so after that particular attack, has the opposition held any other meeting or meetings after that attack?
Let me tell you, Jeff, let me tell you, the level of insecurity brewing in Ebonyi may spiral to other states. As soon as so far the opposition is complaining, it's not, they don't want to take the laws to their hands or to go on reprisal. Now, the members of the executive are sending. Yes. I'm trying to tell you what is going on.
Yes. So just a yes or no. It's a yes or no answer. Have you heard any other meetings after that particular meeting?
No. We have to escalate. The matter is being escalated first for the interest of the peace and security, for the security apparatus to know. So that if
you've not answered the question is after that particular meeting where you and some of your colleagues were attacked, and our colleagues too as journalists, I'm just asking, have you heard any other meetings?
No. The meeting have been held since. You can't just hold meeting and you prepare to do a reprisal without reporting to the security apparatus. No meeting has been held. You must have to take caution, because the next meeting, the opposition may decide to say we are prepared to repel it, and that may lead to insecurity in the state. It's not better that this matter is escalated, except if the state is on, or the necessary authorities are unable to take the bull by the horn and say, if you know how to help yourself, we can't handle it. That is a different ball game. But as far as we are citizens of Nigeria, the best thing to escalate the situation. And as it been escalated, there are threats. Every member of the PDP is being threatened on the internet, on their personal messages. I've got members of the executives.
Yeah, because I was doubling down because I wanted you to, because as an opposition, you need to have your facts right so that when you're engaging government and engaging any other person, you're pushing from the point of fact. So I doubt whether I done, because I just did a quick AI search on the IGR versus the fact. Cumulatively, even after the 4 years, I doubt whether that government will see up to maybe even 3 to, let's even say 4 trillion. So 8 trillion is a bit of a stretch, don't you think so?
Approximately, if they have up to 3 trillion on ground for the 4 years.
So your claim of your claim of 8 trillion was an exaggeration.
I was not specific. I said estimate from my own point of view. From my point of view, if it is 4 trillion that is going to accrue the state in 4 years' time, you know that there's nothing to show for it now.
Okay. All right. So I just need us to establish
or
that.
do you think there's anything to show for it?
No, because I'm saying if you're in opposition, you should have your facts right to say this is the amount that has accrued. No, just hold on, sir. This is the amount that has accrued to this government. What exactly are you using this 10 kobo or 10 trillion for? So if you don't get that fact right, then to combat them.
Okay, can we use 2 trillion?
2 trillion, yes. Let's use 2 trillion.
I will just forget about. Can we use 2 trillion and forget about the excesses?
So you feel that let us know. Let's say with 2 trillion, he hasn't done enough, right? Is that what you're saying?
Where is it located? And number two, they are not fake administration in the sense that nothing is transparent, not the contract awards. If you go to sites of some contracts, you cannot see any provisions of the Fiscal Responsibility Act as to how the contracts are awarded, how it is bidded, the contractors, date of expiration of completion. What you see is just excavation here and there in the name of working for the people, but it does not trickle down to the population in any form. The people, the political space is strength, the economic space is strength, the state is going totally backward, and people are being, you see the administration of members of his political party who are loyal to him, it does not see it as a Ebonyi State administration. It is a administration that focuses more on those who are the same table and the same political party, not about the masses. Of 4 years, nothing has been commissioned. Not if something was started. Yes.
Maybe one final question. Someone who has more like a godfather figure in that state is the Minister of Works, Ebonyi. If he calls on you to work with him and become the next governor and switch to the APC, defect to the APC, are you willing to work with him?
I can't go. If he calls on me, is he the one that's supposed to give me governor? The governor should be a voting. People should vote for who they want. Nobody should come in to become governor. People should come and present themselves the population, who by their votes and acceptance, which is what is causing this crisis.
Okay.
The best thing I can do for you is to help you.
You said you're not open to it, so it's fine. Emmanuel Uwobo is a legal practitioner, former Commissioner of Agriculture and Special Projects. Ebonyi State is also a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, which is the main opposition party in Ebonyi State. Thank you indeed for your time on the program.